Okay. Good morning to one and all. Myself, Rakesh Amrutkar, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry. Today I am going to present some multiple choice questions on pharmaceutical and the medicinal chemistry subject. The learning outcomes of this presentation is to brush up the concepts regarding pharmaceutical and medicinal chemistry for GPAT examination. Second one is the participating students get experience of this mock graduate aptitude test prior to the actual nationalized GPAT examination and the preparation for GPAT examination and acquiring skills to qualify the exam. The first question is 134 thiodiazole ring is present in. This question is from medicinal chemistry. The options are sulfafurazole, sulfafinazole, sulfathiazole, and the last one is sulfamethiazole. So anyone please, what is the answer? If 134 thiodiazole is present in which drug of the following? Exam options are sulfafurazole, sulfafinazole, sulfathiazole, and sulfamethiazole. So this is a structure of sulfafinazole because it indicates a phenyl and azole ring system. So second one is, it is what? Thiazole, sulfathiazole. It is thia and azole means sulfur and nitrogen is present in the heterocyclic ring system. Third one is, what is this? Sulfamethiazole. And the last one is sulfafurazole. So the answer is sulfamethiazole because this sulfamethiazole contains a 1, 3, 4. When the numbering starts from this first number sulfur, third number goes to this nitrogen, and four number goes to this nitrogen. So it is 1, 3, 4 thiadiazole. Thia means sulfur and di means 2, azole means nitrogen. It indicates the answer is sulfamethiazole. Sulfafinazole, sulfafurazole, and sulfathiazole contains pyrazole, furazole, and thiazole as a heterocycle respectively. So the answer is sulfamethiazole. Second question is, which of the following ring is present in sulfamethoxazole? Options are pyrazole, thiazole, isoxazole, and oxazole. So it name indicates it's sulfa methoxazole. So oxazole ring is there, but unfortunately, when we go to the structure, this heterocyclic ring is present is isoxazole because isoxazole ring is in isoxazole ring system. And difference between this oxazole and isoxazole. Oxazole is 1 and 3 means oxygen at the first position and nitrogen at the third position. But in case of this sulfamethoxazole, this nitrogen and oxygen at 1 and 2 position, that is isoxazole. So answer is isoxazole because the difference is it indicates oxygen nitrogens are different positions in two heterocyclic ring system. I think is it clear to all? Another one, 1,8 naphtpyridine ring is present in. So this 1,8-naphthyridine heterocyclic ring system present in the quinolone antibacterial ring system or quinolone antibacterials. Options are nalidixic acid, oxolinic acid, cyanoxacin, and none. So 1,8-naphthyridine. This is the structure of heterocyclic ring contains 1 and 8 position. It is called as 1,8-naphthyridine. This is another one. This one is this is called as cyanoxacin quinolone antibacterial. This is oxolinic acid and this is nalidixic acid. So 1,8 naphthyridine ring is present in nalidixic acid. So 1,8 means this nitrogen and this second nitrogen is at the 1 and another one is 8 position. So numbering starts from this nitrogen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 number, isn't it? So it is 1,8 naphthyridine ring present in nalidixic acid. So answer is nalidixic acid because oxolinic acid and cyanoxacin contains quinoline and cyanoline heterocyclic ring system respectively. Once again, I repeat, quinoline means benzene ring is fused with the pyridine ring system, and this cyanoline is benzene ring is fused with the diazine. It is called as cyanoline heterocyclic ring system, which is present in the cyanoxacin as a quinolone antibacterial. Another one, 1-cyclopropyl 1,4-dihydro 6-fluoro 8-methoxy 7 dash round bracket 3-methyl 1-piperazine 4-oxo 3-quinoline carboxylic acid. This is the IUPAC of which drug? When gatifloxacin, sparfloxacin, ciprofloxacin, or amifloxacin. The structures are first, second, third, and fourth. So answer is gatifloxacin. When we consider this first drug, 1-cyclopropyl, its name indicates 1-cyclopropyl ring is present in these three drugs. 1,4-dihydro means 1 and 4th position is saturated in all these three. This last one is fluoro. It is not because the first position is not substituted with the cyclopropyl. So we consider this three heterocyclic or drug or this drug, that is quinolone antibacterials. So 1-cyclopropyl is present in all these three. Next one is 1,4-dihydro. 1,4 position, first and fourth position is also saturated here. 6 number means first number goes to this nitrogen. The numbering system is starts from this nitrogen, that is 1-cyclopropyl. Fourth number goes to this oxo. This is oxo. This is also oxo. Then fifth number is this. In case of this drug, it is amino. Here is unsubstitution at the fifth position, and sixth number is substituted with the fluoro. So when we consider this, fluoro is also at the sixth position in all these three. Then next comes 8-methoxy. So this sixth number is fluoro, 7 and 8. Here is 8 number is fluoro, here is methoxy, here is unsubstitution. So the ring system is this gatifloxacin. Gatifloxacin is the example answer of this IUPAC. So how we can assign the IUPAC of this heterocyclic ring system? So this middle one is the answer of this IUPAC or this question. That is 1-cyclopropyl, 1,4-dihydro, 6-fluoro, 8-methoxy, methoxy at the 8th position. Then 7 number is substituted with the 3-methyl, 1-piperazine, 4-oxo, quinoline, carboxylic acid. So as per this IUPAC, methoxy group is only present in the gatifloxacin, not in the race structures. So arachidonic acid is a 5, 8, 11, 14 ecosa tetranoic acid, 5, 6, 13, 14 ecosa tetranoic acid. 9,8,11 eicosapentaenoic acid, or it is 7,9,11 eicosapentaenoic acid. So this 5, 8, 11, 14, or 5, 6, 13, 14, 9, 8, 11, 7, 9, 11. These are what? Carbon-carbon double bond at position number 5, 8, 11, or 14, or whatever the given 9, 8, 11. It is unsaturation there. So this is the structure of arachidonic acid. So when the numbering is starting from this carbon atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is fifth number is double bond. 6, 7, 8. So 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 5, 8, 11 and 14 ecosa tetranoic acid. So tetranoic means 4 tetranoic acid group is present first. So ecosa tetranoic acid. Arachidonic acid is chemically 5, 8, 11, 14 ecosa tetranoic acid. So answer is the first one, that is ecosa tetranoic acid, 5, 8, 11, 14 ecosa tetranoic acid. The numbering is starts from the carboxylic acid and ends with the methyl. So unsaturation is at 5th, 8, 11 and 14 position. Another question, which isomer of ethambutol is pharmacologically inert? That is dextro, leo, meso or none. So I think all are aware with the dextro and leo or meso organic compounds. So this is the structure of ethambutol. So answer is leo, because the dextro or positive enantiomer is almost 200 to 500 times more potent than the meso, that is negative enantiomer. So these two carbons are chiral in nature in case of this ethambutol. This dextro enantiomer is almost more potent than the negative. So answer is leo enantiomer is inert in nature. Dextro is more or almost 200 to 500 times more potent than this leo. When we consider the stereochemistry of these two carbons are chiral in nature, and when we consider this chiral, so it is positive enantiomer is more active than the leo isomer. Next question is rifabutene is dash dash derivative of rifamycin B. It is spiroimidazopyridine, spiropyrimidine pyridinyl, then spiroimidazopyridine and spiroimidazopyrimidine. These are the four options. Anyone please? Rifabutene is a dash dash derivative of rifamycin B. So this is the structure of rifamycin B. When we consider this rifamycin B and this is rifabutene, so answer is spiroimidazopyridine. Spiro means this one carbon is common in this two heterocyclic ring system. This spiro ring system is present only in the rifamycin or rifabutene. Rifamycin does not contain this spiro with the substitution of this imidazole and piperidine. So it is what spiroimidazole. It is what piperidine. Piperidine means what? It is what? Six-member ring system. It is fully saturated. It is not unsaturated. Fully saturated ring system. When the nitrogen containing six-member ring system, it is fully, when the carbon-carbon double bond is there, so it is called as pyridine. When the saturated ring system is called as piperidine. So this piperidine is spiro with the imidazole ring system. Imidazole means five member ring system. Sorry, five member ring system containing two nitrogen atom, position number 1 and 3. So it is called as imidazole. So this rifabutine is a spiroimidazole pyridyl derivative of rifamycin B. The race structure is same in all aspects of this rifamycin and this rifabutine. Only the difference is at this position the heterocyclic ring is imidazopyridine, which is fused at the spiro fashion. So pyridine is a saturated heterocyclic ring present in the above structure. That's why the answer is spiroimidazopyridine. Another question: streptomycin, an antibiotic produced by Streptomyces griseus, is composed of three moieties. So which are these? Streptidine, streptose, then N-methylglucosamine, which is joined by glycosidic bond. So streptidine, it is the difference is streptose, heptose, streptose, streptose, then N-methyl glucosamine, which is joined by glycosidic bond. So one by one, this is the structures of this. Answer is what? This is N-methyl glucosamine, N-methyl L-glucosamine. N nitrogen is substituted with the methyl, and glucosamine, it is above the plane and below the plane. That's why it is L-glucosamine. This is streptose. Streptose means it is sugar moiety containing aldehyde functional group, and this is streptidine. So these three are fused with the O-glycosidic bond, joined with O-glycosidic bond, and it forms a streptomycin. So answer is streptidine, streptose, and N-methyl L-glucosamine joined by glycosidic bond. So the methyl group is substituted on this nitrogen, so it's N-methyl, and the sugar moiety is with aldehyde functional group, that is streptose. Another question: in cephalosporins, lactam ring is fused with. In cephalosporin, the lactam ring is fused with. I am audible to? I am audible to all. What is the answer? In cephalosporins, the lactam ring is fused with. Cephalosporins are what? These are antibiotics. Yes, these are antibiotics. So the cephalosporins and penicillins, the common ring is beta lactam. And the lactam ring is fused with what? Options are thiazolidine, 1,3-dihydrothiazole, thiazine, and dihydrothiazine. So what is the answer? A, that is thiazolidine. Anyone please? Yes. So let me explain how it is. When we consider the answer is dihydrothiazine, how it is dihydrothiazine? This is the structure of cephalosporin. This is a beta lactam ring system with amide bond and dihydrothiazine. Thiazine is a six-member ring system containing sulfur and nitrogen, and which is fully unsaturated. Dihydrothiazine indicates thiazolidine and 1,3-dihydrothiazole rings are five-membered ring system. This thiazolidine and 1,3-dihydrothiazole rings are five-member ring system, and thiazine is unsaturated. So the answer is dihydrothiazine. Any questions on this? How it is A, how it is B, and how it is C? The answer is what? Dihydrothiazine. Dihydrothiazine. Is it clear? Another question is tetracyclines undergoes epimerization at the carbon number 4 between pH 4 to 8 gives. So what it gives? EP tetracycline, isotetracycline, nor tetracycline, or doxycycline. So what is the answer? Answer is EP tetracycline. How you can explain this? Answer is EP tetracycline. Yes, somewhere gives the answer. It is EP tetracycline. Good. How it is? This epimerization is nothing but it is an important property of this tetracycline is their ability to undergo the epimerization at the carbon number 4. In the acidic condition, this tetracycline declines this elimination reactions by giving off water to from this carbon 6 hydroxy and carbon 5A hydrogen to generate the inactive 4 EP tetracycline. Another explanation regarding this EP tetracycline, this tetracyclines changes a position of this dimethylamino or orientation, not the position. It is called as orientation, means above the plane and below the plane. So when we consider this, epimer is one of the pair of diastereomers. The two epimers have opposite configuration, means these two are same but the opposite configuration at only one stereogenic center. So this configuration of this N-dimethylamine is change in this two tetracycline and EP tetracycline at single or same stereogenic center out of at least two, and this all other stereogenic centers in the molecule are the same in each, means all are same. This epimerization is the interconversion of one epimer to other epimer. This is called as epimerization. So tetracyclines, when it undergoes epimerization at carbon number 4 between the pH 4 to 8, it gives epitetracycline. Another question, the quinine has how many chiral centers and therefore how many stereoisomers is generated? So options are 4 chiral centers and therefore 16 stereoisomers, 6 chiral centers and 36 stereoisomers, 3 chiral centers and 9 stereoisomers, then 2 chiral centers and 4 stereoisomers. So answer is what? Anyone? Quinine, it is Cinchona antimalarial agent. Quinine Cinchona alkaloid. Anyone please? So the explanation of this answer is 4 chiral centers and therefore 16 stereoisomers are there. This is the structure of this quinine, cinchonidine, cinchonine and quinidine. This quinine having 4 chiral centers at position 3, 4, 8 and 9. This quinine has a 4 chiral centers, carbon number 3, 4, 8 and 9. Chiral means the atom which bonded with the 4 different groups, and in case of this quinine, it is carbon number 3 is R configuration, 4 is S configuration, 8 number is S and 9 is R configuration, then and then it is active. But when the 4 chiral centers are there, so therefore it generates a 16 stereoisomer in 16 different structures having the same structure, but the orientation of atom is different. That is, if the first is carbon number 3 is R, so another one is S. So like this, it changes the configuration at the position number. So 4 chiral centers if the organic compound contains the 4 chiral centers, and therefore it generates a 16 stereoisomers in their structure. So another one, clavinic clavulanic acid has a beta-lactam ring fused to thionyl system, thiadiazole system, thiazolidine system, and oxazolidine. So clavulanic acid is also antibiotic. So answer is oxazolidine system. How it is? This is the structure. So this beta-lactam again, and this oxazolidine, oxygen and nitrogen. Zolidine means it is fully saturated 5-member ring system. So raised options indicates the thia means sulfur because this clavonic acid contains oxygen in their structure, and rest of the options indicates thia means it sulfur because sulfur is absent. So answer is oxazolidine system. Another questions, the drug amoxicillin, how it is normally manufactured? By semisynthesis from 6-amino penicillinic acid. It is a natural product isolated from the fungus. It is produced from penicillin G by genetic engineering or by total synthetic way. So anyone please? A. Very good. Answer is A. Very good. Because when we consider this amoxicillin, this is the structure of three structures, penicillin and this is amoxicillin. When we consider this by it is semisynthesis from 6-amino penicillin because penicillinic acid. This is the penicillinic acid. Penicillinic acid. This is penicillin means R is alkyl group, and when this alkyl group is replaced with this or aromatic ring is substituted with this hydroxy with amino, it is what para-hydroxybenzene. So it is what amoxicillin. So amoxicillin is structural modification of this penicillin. Array structure is same. Structural modification means only R is replaced with the benzene and the hydroxy group is substituted at the para position of this benzene ring system or phenyl ring system. Another questions, the heterocyclic ring indole is present in diclofenac, flubifropane, sulindac and indomethacin. Yes, D is the answer, indomethacin, because indomethacin is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agent which contains indole as a indole means benzene is fused with the pyrrole. Is that right? So when we see the answer, this is what diclofenac, this is what flubipropane, then sulindac, and this is indomethacin. So the indole ring is benzene ring is fused with the pyrrole ring system. It is called as the indomethacin. Sulindac contains indene as a basic nucleus. The remaining structures not contain indole heterocyclic. That's why the answer is indomethacin. Another question, which one is the H2 blocker or antagonist? Nizatidine, rabeprazole, promethazine, and mepramine. So answer is nizatidine. And tidine indicates it as H2 blocker. It is anti-secretory agent. Rabeprazole is what? Proton pump inhibitor. Promethazine is also and the promethazine and mepramine is H1 blocker. So the answer is H2 blocker, nizatidine. Which of the following medications is not a proton pump inhibitor? Famotidine, omeprazole, rabeprazole, pantoprazole. So answer is famotidine is not a proton pump inhibitor. It is not proton pump inhibitor. Famotidine is a H2 blocker and rest are proton pump inhibitors. So famotidine is H2 blocker, receptor blocker. That's why the answer is famotidine and rest are proton pump inhibitors. Which heterocyclic ring is present in this ranitidine? This is the structure of ranitidine. Let me know. Furan. Very good. Anyone? Good. Furan is a heterocyclic ring which is present in this ranitidine. So options are furan, thiophene, pyridine, and pyrimidine. So answer is furan. Very simple because thiophene is sulfur containing, pyridine is nitrogen containing. Six member ring system. Pyrimidine is again a six member, but two nitrogens at 1 and 3 positions. So furan is what? Oxygen containing five member unsaturated heterocyclic ring system is present in the ranitidine. Very good. Another question. Diclofenac belongs to aryl propanoic acid derivative, pyrazolone derivative, aryl acetic acid derivative, and para-aminophenol derivative. Please answer. Diclofenac belongs to which? C. Aryl acetic acid derivative. Another one. Anyone, please? A. Someone quoted this A. It is aryl propanoic acid derivative. So how we can see this? What is the answer? It is aryl acetic acid derivative. The answer is C. How it is? Because ibuprofen is an example of aryl propionic acid derivatives, and phenylbutazone is belongs to the class of pyrazolone derivative. Paracetamol belongs to para-aminophenol derivative. How it is aryl acetic acid? Because it is aryl ring system, CH3 C double bond OH. It is acetic acid. So it is not propionic acid. It is aryl acetic acid derivative. Good. Another question. Cortisone is, yes, 4 pregnine, 17 alpha, 21 diol, 311 dione. Another one, 4 pregnine, 17 alpha, 10 21 trione, 311 trione. Then again dione, and this is four options are there. So how we can answer this? It contains a keto group at the 11th position. So answer is what? C, B, A. How we can B? It is B. B or C or A. Cortisone is what? So this is the structure of cortisone, and the answer is 4-pregnane. So how we can pregnane means what? How many carbon atoms are there? So cortisone is nothing but when we consider this backbone, this 21 carbons are there basically in pregnane. It is a backbone of the steroid cortisone. 21 carbons are there. How we will this first number is starting from this carbon, and third number goes to this oxygen. Carbon of oxygen is substituted, and the keto group is substituted on the third position. So it is 17 alpha 21 diol. Diol means two hydroxy group at position 17 and 21, and 3 raised is triol at position 3, 11 and 20. So the answer is, as per the structure, hydroxy group at the 17th position is behind the plane of the sorry, this, double it is copied or written here. Behind the plane means below the plane. That's why it is alpha. If it is beta, so it is wedge like bond is there. So the answer is cortisone. Cortisone is a 4-pregnane, 17 alpha, 21 diol, 311, 20 triol. It is this out of this 3 oxygens are there. How we can remember this trione? Trione means 3 carbon double bond. Mosquito group is there at position, and rest is dione, isn't it? So the second is the option B. Codeine differs in a structure from morphine by N-methyl group, chloro group, methoxy group, or ethoxy group, or methoxy group. What is the answer? B. Codeine and morphine. So this is the difference in codeine and morphine. So how we can consider this? What is the answer? How we can differ? Is D, methoxy group. Very good. So it differs in position number this methoxy. Methoxy is the answer. Very good. So D is the answer. Methoxy is the answer. Another one. Which of the following is 4-phenyl piperidine derivative? Pethidine, pentazocine, oxylorphan, and endorphin. Which of the following is 4-phenyl piperidine derivative? Pethidine is the answer. This 4-phenyl piperidine means this four number of this phenyl is substituted with the piperidine, so it is pethidine, not pentazocine and rest of phenyl ring is present at the fourth position of this piperidine ring system. Another question: which of the following NSAID is selective COX-2 inhibitor? Piroxicam, indomethacin, celecoxib, and diclofenac. C. Celecoxib. Very good. Very good. So the celecoxib is the answer. Remaining is are non-selective COX-2 inhibitors. Another one, the compound which shows a geometrical isomerism, propene, 1,1-dichlorobutene, 1-butene and 2-butene, which shows a geometrical isomerism. What is meant by geometrical isomerism first? This is propene. This is 1,1-dichlorobutene. This is 1-butene and this is 2-butene. So the compound which shows geometrical isomerism. What is the answer? Rotation restricted at double bond. Very good. Geometrical isomerism. D, C, D. What is the answer? D, the compound which shows geometrical isomerism. When we consider this propene first, propene here is the carbon-carbon double bond. Two hydrogen atoms are there, but the rest is one hydrogen and CH3. There is no cis and trans or the same substitutions at the same carbon atom. So here is it is not geometrical. Isomerism develops. Another one is D shows a cis. Yes, D shows a cis. Let us see what is the answer. Yes, 2-butene. Yes, it is a 2-butene. It is was same groups on the carbon-carbon double bond on the same side. So it is called as cis. Rest is not develops this geometrical isomerism. So answer is 2-butene. Another one, the isomers with similar groups on the same side is called as similar groups on the same side is called as cis, trans, E or Z. Cis. Very good. Cis E. Good. Cis is the answer. Same groups on the same side of the carbon-carbon double bond. This is called as cis. Zusamine also contains same groups, but if if Z is also the same answer, but here is when we consider the difference between cis and Z. In case of this Zusamine, there is a priorities. Here is not a priorities. As per this atomic number, when the highest priority group is on the same side of the carbon-carbon double bond. I think is it clear? Uh, is it clear? Means what? Highest priority group is on the same side of the carbon-carbon double bond. So it is called as the Z isomer. But the question is that isomers with the similar groups on the same side of the carbon-carbon double bond or same side is called as the cis isomer. असं जर क्वेश्चन असतात इथे की हायेस्ट प्रियॉरिटी ग्रुप इज ऑन द सेम साइड, मग आपण म्हटलं असतं की काय झेड आयसोमर. ठीक आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये ते सारखेच असतील असं नसतं, ते वेगळे पण असू शकतात. प्रियॉरिटीवर असतात, प्रियॉरिटी द्यावी लागते. अकॉर्डिंग टू वॉट? अकॉर्डिंग टू वॉट प्लीज? अकॉर्डिंग टू वॉट? Priority is based on the, yes, it is atomic number. Very good, very good, है ना? So this is the difference between Z and cis1. Very good. So another question, what is the main difference between Hofmann and Curtius rearrangement? The products are different, intermediate form is different, reactions are different, and none. What is the answer? Hofmann and Curtius are both nitrogen deficiency rearrangement. In case of this Hofmann rearrangement and Curtius rearrangement, this amide is converted into amine. But in case of this Curtius rearrangement, this acyl azide is converted into this amine. When carboxylic acid derivative can be converted into primary amines with loss of one carbon atom by both the Hofmann rearrangement and Curtius rearrangement. When amide is converted into amine, and in case of this acyl azide is converted into amine. So the answer is what? What is the answer again? Reactions are different. Reactions are different. Why? Because this amide is converted into amine and the acyl azide is the starting material is different, which is converted into again this amine. Another one, amino acids has both amino and carboxyl group, both amino and keto group, amino group only, and carboxyl group only. What is the answer? So A, it is both amino and carboxyl group. Very good. Amino and carboxyl group is present. Very good. Another question, the acid catalyzed conversion of this ketoxime to N-substituted amide is known as, anyone? Acid catalyzed conversion, yes, very good. Beckmann, Bayer vinegar, pinacol, pinacolone, Beckmann and benzylic acid rearrangement. So answer is Beckmann rearrangement is the answer. Good. When acid catalyzed conversion of ketoxime to N-substituted amide is known as Beckmann rearrangement, which is a nitrogen deficiency rearrangement, and rest are is not these rest options are not related to this nitrogen deficiency rearrangement. That's why the answer is Beckmann rearrangement. Good. Another one. Carbohydrates are organic compounds made up of carbon, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon, oxygen again. What is the answer? B. B is the answer. Very good. Good. B is the answer. It is CHO, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbohydrates are polyhydroxyaldehydes and polyhydroxyketones. Another question. The migration of group from carbon to electron deficient oxygen is the example of Bayer vinegar, pinacol, pinacolone, Beckmann rearrangement, benzylic acid rearrangement. Migration of group from carbon to electron deficient oxygen is an example of oxygen deficiency rearrangement is Bayer vinegar rearrangement. In case of the pinacol, rest options are there. In case of the pinacolone rearrangement and Beckmann rearrangement. These pinacolone is carbon deficiency, Beckmann is nitrogen deficiency. Benzylic acid is 1,2-diketone, it's converted into alpha hydroxycarbonic acid containing a rearranged carbon atom. So the answer is oxygen deficiency rearrangement is Bayer vinegar rearrangement. In Hofmann rearrangement, nitrene is intermediate. Nucleophilic rearrangement of alkyl group take place. Product has one carbon less compared to starting material and all are true. In case of Hofmann rearrangement, nitrene is intermediate. Nucleophilic rearrangement of alkyl group take place or the product has one carbon less compared to starting material. So anyone quoted at D is the answer. So let's see. Product has one carbon less compared to starting material. In case of this Hofmann degradation, it is a primary amide to a primary amine with one fewer carbon atom or less carbon atom. The reaction involves the oxidation of nitrogen followed by rearrangement of carbonyl and nitrogen to give isocyanate as an intermediate. Amongst the following, which one does not act as an intermediate in Hofmann rearrangement? Anyone? D. D is the answer. RNC is the answer for this question. The carboxylic acid react with hydrazoic acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, which gives amines directly. First, Hofmann rearrangement, Schmidt rearrangement, Beckmann rearrangement, and benzylic acid rearrangement. So what is the answer? The answer is Schmidt rearrangement, that is B. Hofmann rearrangement is amide is converted into amide. Beckmann is ketoxide to amide. Benzylic acid is rearrangement is conversion of benzyl to benzylic acid. So carboxylic acid react with hydrazoic acid in presence of concentrated H2SO4. It gives amines directly is called as a Schmidt rearrangement. Another one. Amino acids are building blocks of carbohydrates, building blocks of proteins, lipids, and nucleic acid. So what is the answer? It is proteins. Very good. These are the proteins, building blocks of protein. Histamine is a derivative of pyrrole, imidazole, pyridine, and purine. B. It is imidazole. Very good. It is also a simple answer. Simple question. Imidazole. It contains imidazole. Histamine contains imidazole as a heterocyclic ring system. Very good. Which of the following solvent is heterocyclic compound? DMSO, THF, DMF, and diaglycine. This THF, that is tetrahydrofuran. How it is tetrahydro? Because this 4 carbons are saturated here. That's why it is tetrahydrofuran. It is not a furan, isn't it? So it is THF is oxygen containing 5-member saturated ring system. Another one, Which of the following statements best describe a synthon? A synthetic reagent used in a reaction, a key intermediate in the reaction sequence, a transition state involved in the reaction mechanism, or the last one, hypothetical structure that could result in given reaction if it is excited. So it is what? Synthon is obtained after breaking of the bond from the target molecule. It is a hypothetical structure that could result in a given reaction if it is excited. So the synthon is obtained after breaking a target molecule. So synthon is a obtained after breaking of target molecule in retrosynthetic way. Another one, what is DDQ? That is 2,3-dichloro 5,6-dicyanobenzoquinone, or it is 5,6-dichloro 2,3-dicyanobenzoquinone, 2,3-dicyano 5,6-dichlorobenzoquinone, or 5,6-dicyano 2,3-dichlorobenzoquinone. It is 2,3-dichloro 5,6-dicyanobenzoquinone. Answer is 2,3-dichloro. Another question. Which of the following histamine tautomer is more stable? N-histamine, N-histamine, and all, or none? Anyone? Which of the following histamine tautomer is more active or more stable? This is the structure of tautomers of the histamine. Their answer is N-histamine. The explanation for this answer is this imidazole ring of histamine exists in two tautomeric forms. When it forms these tautomers, by which of the two nitrogen atoms are protonated here? The nitrogen further away from the side chain, that is tail nitrogen, away from the side chain, it is tail nitrogen, this below one, and is denoted by lowercase tau sign, and nitrogen closer to the side chain is pros nitrogen. It is denoted by pi sign. The tail tautomer, that is NTH histamine, is preferred in the solution as compared to the pros tautomer because this is far away from this chain. That's why it is more stable than N-pi H histamine. The COX pathway does not produce PGH2, PGI2, leukotriene, and what is TXA? TXA is what? Thromboxane. Very good. That is what? Thromboxane. So answer is what? Answer is C. It is leukotriene. Leukotriene is E4, is the final and the most stable product of the pathway where 5-lipoxygenase converts arachidonic acid to cysteine leukotrienes. Mepridine is also called as pyridine, pethidine, pyrazole, and pyrrole. Answer is B. It is pethidine. Good. Very good. Rest are heterocyclic ring systems and the pyridine is a drug molecule. Which of the following structure has the correct numbering system for fluoroquinolones? Yes, A, B, C, D. Which is one? Which one is the correct? What is the answer? A. Very good. A is the answer. For molecule to exhibit the antihistamine's activity, the distance between aryl and aliphatic nitrogen should be, it is 5 to 6 angstrom, 4 to 5, 2 to 3 angstrom, and 1 to 2 angstrom. What is the answer? The answer is 5 to 6 angstrom because this carbon chain of the typical H1 antagonist consists of 2 or 3 carbon atoms resulting in a distance of 5 to 6 angstrom between the center point of diaryl system and terminal nitrogen. Here is the 5 to 6 angstrom. Distance is required for this biological activity of this antihistamines or H1 blockers. Generally between the nitrogen, terminal nitrogen and the aryl ring system. The basic ring present in nizatidine is imidazole, furan, thiazole, thiopine. Nizatidine is H2 blocker. A. It is imidazole. Let's see. Yes, it is not imidazole. It is what? Which heterocyclic ring is this? This nizatidine structure contains which heterocyclic ring? It is thiazole. Yes, it is thiazole. So answer is C. Thiazole is the answer. Very good. Another one, another question. Prostaglandin contains how many carbon atoms? 10, 20, 17 and 18. So how many? It is I think 17 or 20. Yes, it is 20. Very good. 20 carbons are there in the prostaglandin. Another question. Which of the following is example of antihistaminics dibenzocycloheptadine derivative? Promethazine, azatidine, cyproheptadine and none. What is the answer? Azatidine. This is what? Promethazine, cyproheptadine. So answer is cyproheptadine. So dibenzocycloheptadine. Dibenzo and it is cycloheptadine. This is promethazine. It is not correct. And this is azatidine. So the answer is cyproheptadine. Antihistaminics dibenzoheptadine derivative is cyproheptadine. Salol is a combination of acetic acid and purine, salicylic acid indole, ascorbic acid phenol, and salicylic acid plus phenol. So what is the answer? D. D is the answer. Good. Salicylic acid plus phenol. The mode of action of rosiglitazone is insulin releasing agent, PPAR gamma agonist, increase the cellular uptake of glucose and reduces release of insulin. It is what? PPAR gamma agonist. Very good. So which heterocycles is present in the following? Pyridine, piperidine, phenothiazine and all. Which heterocycles are present in the following structure? How many and which? Which heterocycles are there in this ring system? Pyridine and piperidine. Very good. Pyridine and piperidine, these two heterocycles are present. Phenothiazine is this. Example of indene acetic acid derivative. Diclofenac, Sulindac, both are none. So it is diclofenac and this is Sulindac. So answer is Sulindac. It is indene acetic acid derivative. Drugs acting on H1 receptor is called as antisecretory agent, classical antihistaminics, both and none. Yes, drugs acting on H1 receptor is called classical antihistaminic or antisecretory. Yes, it is classical because antisecretory agents are H2 blockers. Good. So here is from my side. Thank you. Thank you very much.